in all honesty, he's just one of those people who like, I'm just gonna play the, fucking card that is dealt to me here. Nobody should get killed for political shit. If you're talking, you shouldn't be shot for it. Period. End of discussion. He said a lot of shit.
You don't live in a free country if you got to fear for your life or your freedom because of opinions that you have and shit you want to say. I mean, we got people saying way crazier shit than he ever said, and they're fucking
of course. Oh my God, actually, we need to go into something else that I wanted to bring up, but I'll finish this off real quick. But yeah, Charlie Kirk's had a lot of shitty opinions and said a lot of shitty things. But, at the end of the day, he was trying to push a political agenda that he believed in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was his perspective.
And he was trying to make money!
It's his perspective.
Yeah,
I don't agree.
He found a gig.
I don't agree with 90% of what he stood for, most likely. I didn't go with Harry to the freedom thing at the church that blesses AKs because, I'm not that into guns, and I'm not in the Jeebus, so it's not really my thing. And frankly, I think that women should be able to have abortions. The more children we kill, the better. Moloch's happy. And maybe our crops will get better. I don't see what the fucking problem is. This system of sacrificing children so that we have a good crop yield has been in place for thousands of years, and now we're going to try something different. I mean,
you know what? I bet you the Mayans got woke and stopped doing the human sacrifices, and that's why their civilization went extinct.
Oh, dude, I've seen video evidence of
it. Mayan video evidence of lack of child sacrifices. What the fuck? Where
That's
have you
correct.
seen this?
Oh, you know what? It might have been AI. Fuck.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Fuck. I got tricked again, motherfucker! God damn it!
When your country has so much freedom that it leaves you speechless, this is the New World Order now, coming to you live from the end of the world.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the New World Order broadcast. We are coming to you live from the end of the world. I'm your host, the Hatman. We are joined in the studio by Harry, the Taxman. And we are welcoming back to the show, Talking Head number 6. Hey!
I feel like I should
Welcome
be Talking Beard.
Talking beard, yeah. Most of your head is taken up by a beard. But I do want to say, what a fantastic fucking intro for your return to the New World Order when your country has so much freedom it leaves you speechless. And you just came up with that. You just came up with that in like 2 seconds flat, or were you cooking that up in anticipation of coming on today?
Actually, right when you were about to start, I was like, oh crap, I didn't think of anything to sit there and say. And so I was like, hold on, let me think of something. And that popped in. So yeah,
God
it was about 2 seconds.
Jesus Christ. I was about to say, because either way, that's impressive. I think that's the best one you've done yet, but that takes the cake. Holy shit. God damn.
There's been a lot of freedom of speech stuff in the news with the, fucking Stephen Colbert firing, the Jimmy Kimmel firing and rehiring,
I don't know a fucking thing about any of this. Harry, do you know anything about Stephen Colbert?
I keep up with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for bringing up all these interesting topics during the podcast. Instead of that, we spend, half an hour talking about decorating the studio with toilet bowls and severed heads and sex dolls. And Harry evidently is now a Zionist that's going to move eventually to Israel.
Yeah, I heard about that. Shalom. Am I using that correctly? I never know which way I'm supposed to use that.
Well, if you're circumcised, you may be a Jew.
Either that or just an American. Europeans find it really weird that American men are circumcised when they're not Jewish.
Frankly, so do I. I would like the rest of my penis back.
It's it's just an American thing. For some reason, they were like, that part of the Bible, that and the one about hating the gays. That's what we're going to watch.
Yes.
We want naked dicks, but they can't go in butts.
Right. Exactly. I kind of feel like we should start a movement on the New World Order. Like, we should start a I don't know, like what's that thing where people sign this,
Petition.
Yeah. Should start a petition not to end circumcision, but that we want our penises back.
You lost the 2 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I want the part of it that got cut off. I want it back. I'm sure they got it preserved somewhere.
You want the windsock tip?
Yeah. I do. I'm sure it makes everything so much better. Then you'll have the bros at the bar when I have this, when I used to go out into the world before my transformation into a psychic vampire. Yeah, I'd go to the bar with my friends and shit, and I'd have this conversation with people, and I'd be like, no, I think it's fucking mutilation, dude. What the hell's the point? I'm not Jewish. Why are we doing this? And they'd be like, well, yeah, but it's actually better for sex because you last longer. And, like, my whole point is always, I don't give a fuck what she's experiencing. I want it to feel better for me. Like, wait a second. Like, you're going to cut
ladies,
off
he's available.
Yeah, exactly. I'm right here, ladies. So, I mean, like, wait a second. We're cutting off pieces of our baby boys' penises so that women have a better time in the sack? Fuck them. Jesus Christ. We already gave you the right to vote.
I've played you that song, God Hates the Tips of Little Babies' Dicks, right?
No, you haven't.
Oh my God, you should look that up sometime. It's hilarious. Like, the whole song is about, like, how the only thing that God's mad at is, like, if you don't circumcise.
That sounds like something we have to look up right now. Is this on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's definitely on YouTube.
Okay, all right, you guys talk
for
a second.
I don't think there's a video, but yeah, just put God Hates the Tips of Little Babies' Dicks.
All right, I don't want to get a copyright.
Nah, yeah, listen to it sometime. The lyrics are absolutely phenomenal. He's the same guy, Trevor Moore. He was from The Whitest Kids You Know, the comedy troupe The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah. That was a good show. Yeah.
They're the ones who did, like, The Grapist.
I like it because it almost has, like, a soul vibe to it. Did you like it, Harry? Did you like the song? God hates the tips of little babies' dicks. Well, you know what else is strange? That they cut it off in the first
tips
place.
Of little baby dicks. Exactly.
I mean, what's stranger? To do it to, like, everybody to the point where women don't even know what a dick is supposed to look like? Or is it stranger to write a song about it? I'm gonna go with the actually doing it. That's my opinion. Let's take a vote. Talking Head, what say you?
I feel like he is truly an American hero for speaking truth to penis. I mean, power.
Speaking truth to penis. Harry, what say you? Is it stranger to mutilate little boys or to write a song about it?
Let's keep the Jewish doctors in business.
Man, you really are a Zionist nowadays. Jesus Christ. So
he wants to be recircumcised.
Harry, would you like to be recircumcised? Would you like to be circumcised again? I don't know. Sex life is nothing now at this point.
Well, wait on a second. I mean, you and the Roman broad back there.
Oh, I better not say things. See me slit my throat.
Don't kiss it. Don't kiss and tell, Harry.
I was just about to say you don't want to kiss and tell with an armed woman.
Yeah, well, I got 3 of them that will come after me then.
Yeah, talking again. You know how around the compound, anything that Harry has, he has like 30 of, right? Like at least 5. If you say, like, hey man, I need a boombox from the 1980s, like, of course Harry has not 1 but 5. Yeah. He's pointing to the shelf right now where they're all lined up. Yeah. So he was making characters by hand for a long time with using blow up dolls as a base, and you were stuffing them with peanuts, packing peanuts,
and the expanding foam. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the expanding foam. And then he tries to purchase a few like legitimate latex sex dolls on the internet, which, hey, dude, no shame. No shame. I looked into it myself and I was like, well, as soon as I have $700 to blow, I'm doing that. I'll have a new girlfriend. But he finally, like, he tries to buy a couple and like the credit card keeps getting rejected because he's trying to buy like a full size, life size sex doll for like $80. And I'm like, dude, those are scams. No. You can't do that. So I said the cheapest you're going to find it for is like $600 or $700. Harry doesn't believe me, so he gets his credit card defrauded a couple times, and I think your bank won't even give you a new debit card anymore.
No, they won't issue me a debit card.
So I know this is probably like beyond his level of tech savviness, but most banks nowadays actually have a really cool feature if you get the app on your phone, where it'll give you a card number that is like not the same as your card for you to use online. That way, if somebody gets a hold of that, they just change that number and you just keep your card. It's a really nice feature. I use it on both of my bank accounts. I have that set up.
Okay. Do you know if TD offers that? I got TD.
I'm sure they probably would. I know I have Bank of America and I have Chime, and they both offer that.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna get that. Yeah. So, I mean, well, how does that work for online purchases, though? You have to be purchasing the shit through your phone?
You don't have to be purchasing the stuff through your phone. You can like save it on your Apple Wallet, like that digital card on your Apple Wallet, if you want to use it like that. Or you just go to the banking app and it has the online only card number, and that's what you type in.
Okay, but this is a new online only card number that you're generating once per purchase, though, right?
You can set it up either way. It either does it once per purchase or there's a permanent version of it. So Chime does it with a permanent version of it. So you can save that in your computer and just keep using that digital card number.
But what the hell's the difference between that and using your permanent card number?
Because you don't have to suddenly not have your debit card like physically to buy groceries and shit. They just change the digital number.
Okay, and they can do that completely remotely. You don't have to go back into the
and you can still go into you don't have to wait for a new card to get mailed to you. You can still go into the grocery store and shit and use your physical card.
All right, I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to look into that. I'd rather do once per purchase. You know, if I want to buy some weird, when I want to buy my sex toys online, I want to have a once per purchase credit card number that I can use, so I don't end up in Harry's boat here.
I do think that you can set it up like that with some of them, or if not that, they change the CVV, the 3-digit code. Like you can have them change that on a regular basis.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So anyway, back to the story. So when he finally finds one, and he's like, yeah, I got the fucking money, screw it. He finally finds one that's like $500 or $600, and he decides to stop getting ripped off because, Harry, I'm always right, but nobody ever listens to me.
You're God.
Ooh, I'll take it. I'll allow it. But yeah, you can't buy one for under $100. It's a scam. So then he finally finds one that's like $500 or $600 that's legit, but of course he buys 3. You don't just buy one when you're Harry. You buy 3 of anything.
No, the second one was $1,200.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
That was the second one.
We want everybody to know the correct amount that you spent on your sex dolls. Sorry, what was that talking?
Well, camera on me so I can show my reaction to that. The second one was $1,200.
Yes,
there you go.
It's cheaper than a wife. Well, living with a girlfriend. Less aggravation.
Well, it's definitely cheaper, and I would say in 95% of cases, it would be less aggravation. Yes. And it's definitely cheaper even if she works. Sorry, ladies. That's just always the way it turns out to be. Yeah, so I get it.
If you're you could have wined and dined a woman for $1,200 over the course of like several months, or you bought this one. So, I mean, like, it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other as far as that goes.
Well, not really. I mean, this one doesn't eat at all. And yes, correct. It is not contributing much. However, let me put it this way. Even when you're married, okay, does anybody have shared accounts anymore nowadays? Does anybody still do that? I mean, I fucking wouldn't. I mean, who ends up paying? It's the romantic gesture, even when you've been, fucking married for 20 years. Who ends up paying when we go out to the Cheesecake Factory or fucking Olive Garden? It's us. It's the men. We pay. So, I mean, talking at it, I'm kind of looking at it like the difference between, how Adobe, when Adobe Photoshop first came out, you could buy the program for $900, and now you have to subscribe to everything.
Yeah, now you have to rent it.
Yeah, so I mean, they actually jacked my subscription up. It started out at 50-something. Then they started jacking it up a few bucks every month. It ended up being like 72 one month, and I went online to cancel it. I was like, no, fuck that. And then they pulled me back in by offering me a discount to stay. We're like, well, what if we put it down to 44? And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Maybe you shouldn't just kept jacking it up every month trying to fuck me. But that's the way I kind of look at a relationship situation in America. I'd rather buy it outright than fucking rent it every month. You know what I mean?
I'd like to pay for this in cash, please.
Yes. Yes. And then the annoyance thing, if you get very, very lucky, a good woman would be less aggravation than a sex doll, because I just dragged it over before we started the podcast and talking head. You got to see that's a lot of work. She's 100 pounds of dead weight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, a live woman, unless she's crappled, could walk and sit down herself on the Majesty, which is her old folks' portable toilet. Good job decorating.
Well, I mean, you got to have toilets. It's become a central theme of the entire aesthetic there.
Yes, the decoration on this show has become a bit fecal-centric. And Harry, I enjoy it. I think it's great. But yeah, so we got 3 of those. He has the skinny one that's behind him. She's the skinniest one. She's still got nice C cups, but she's like really svelte. And then he's got a few of the thicker ladies.
100-pounder.
Yeah. Well, the one behind you is 100 pounds, ain't she?
No, she's 88.
Oh, okay. Feels like 100.
The one on the bed is 100 pounds. And the new Russian one's 88 pounds.
Oh, okay. So Harry tends to like the thicker women. So he got one of those, but that's more money.
Most men like a little meat on the body of their women.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Little junk in the trunk, little cushion for the pushing.
Yeah, I like skinny girls because I know they're going to be cheap dates.
Thank God, it's only a salad.
Yeah. Like, oh, you want to go out to eat? Sure. What are you going to get? Baby spinach? That's fine. I'm gonna choose a restaurant that has an open salad bar. You can have mine. You're not ordering.
You're gonna like hide her in a duffel bag and bring her in under the table?
No, she's just here to sit with me. She just wants some water. She's just here to keep me company. And then, hey baby, can you go get me some more salad? Thanks, baby. Yeah, you can have some. Go ahead. What the fuck are they gonna do? Fuck you. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into the whole. I don't know if I want to unpack Harry's apparent Israeli citizenship, which is in the works. I don't know if I want to unpack that again, but real quick, talking. What did you think about that when you heard that? You said you've been listening to it.
I think it's like the fact that they contacted him is just odd, and I know that there's like a whole thing going on in the West Bank where they're trying to colonize it to kind of like overwhelm the Palestinian population that's in the West Bank.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I can think of why they're randomly calling people and be like, hey, Klein, you wouldn't happen to be Jewish, would you?
I have no idea. I'm circumcision, that's for sure. I had a couple Jewish girlfriends.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You lived in New York, very dense population out there.
Yeah, I don't think you can live in New York and work in New York for any length of time without ending up with at least a few Jewish girlfriends.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way that works.
Well, you find out when they ask about the bank account, look at your car, and what's your job. Gee, I could live good on your pension.
Yeah, you actually had a lady say that to you, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, he was online dating.
At least he was honest about it.
Well, at least she wasn't AI. Most of the chicks you're hooking up with are like definitely AI. Right. Or they're like some Indian dude. But the way they're talking to you, I'm thinking, dude. Well, they're just like, they're going to end up asking you for money. Yeah. But this one was definitely a woman, definitely being very honest. And yeah, she actually said that to you. Boy, I could live really well on your pension. Yeah. Like, that's supposed to be an attractive thing to say to somebody.
Well, that's when my antenna went up. No, I ain't going to share my pension with you. What's on your table?
Whenever there is a girl who is too attractive for the guy that she's dating, there's a chance.
Granted, excellent point. This was not the case. I saw her.
Oh, okay. So just I gotcha.
Definitely not the case.
Well, I know Harry's dating pool is getting like kind of shallow because of your geographic locale versus the amount of people who are looking to date who are in his age range. Because you guys were talking about that before.
Well, yeah. I mean, so when Harry's looking to hook up with somebody online, there aren't a lot of women who are. I mean, what do you look? You're setting your stats at like 55 to 80, right?
55 to 80.
And I mean, that's a really broad age range. But
there's such a sparse population around you guys. There's going to be nobody within 50 miles of you.
Well, no, that's not true. I mean, Milford's pretty well.
Yeah, Milford's an okay size town. Yeah.
But I mean, like Scranton, where, they film The Office, that's like a more densely populated, like that's a good population, but that's an hour away from here.
East Stroudsburg ain't that far either.
Yeah, but you told me you're not willing to travel an hour just to date somebody.
20, 30 miles from the house, half hour is fine. Yeah. Greentown's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. That's why he was trying to hook up with our mommy. Yeah, he was like, hey, you live close.
Your mommy don't trust men. That's why when I become a Jewish citizen, I'm going to kidnap her and take to Israel.
Oh,
you want to be Jewish? Come with me. I'll make you Jewish.
Oh, she'd love you. If you kidnapped her and took her to Israel, she'd love you.
I'll take the weight off your shoulder.
The funny thing is, the Jewish religion is actually a maternal religion, so you're actually only Jewish by what your mother is.
Yeah.
So like I know you guys are too old to have kids, but like your kids actually wouldn't be Jewish if you had kids and you were Jewish.
Yeah. Well, because she's Jewish by appropriation. She's guilty. I want to throw this out there to everybody, especially YouTube, okay? YouTube. It seems like I'm being shadow banned for talking about class warfare, all right? And I also am a trans man, YouTube. You need to go on Hanukkah the Huntress's channel. She is guilty of massive cultural appropriation. Go ban her channel, god damn it.
The fact that you always use that line, like you think that the AI is going to somehow like spare you for saying that you're a trans man, is just really fucking funny to me.
Okay, so I mean, here's the thing. First of all, I didn't make up the joke. Tim Dillon did it when he
that's right. You told me that back in the day. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, his line wasn't "I am a trans man," it is "I am a gay man," and he's actually gay.
Yeah.
So I was like, what would be more ridiculous? I want to use it.
Now you're culturally appropriating.
Oh, 100%. If we can consider trans a culture, do we consider trans a culture? Is that how low we've sank in this country? Is that a culture now? Do they have their own art and music talking head? Is that a culture?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a culture. I don't think it really has any historical vestiges or anything like that, but I guess that would be the semantic question of what is culture. which we don't have to get into.
Yeah, we could fucking Google that real quick. I'm pretty sure that doesn't qualify. We're going to base our culture and our cultural identity on where we stick our genitals and Jesus Christ. That's a new low. Right now, our culture is based on fast food and Marvel movies. I think basing your culture on what you do with your genitals would be a step lower, personally.
And we're back to circumcision.
Oh my God, fucking good point. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's a fucking good point. Yeah, well, I'm gonna start a petition. I want my foreskin back. I want the tip back. I want it back. And also,
sorry, go on.
I want all women who make fun of the way that uncircumcised penises look to be guilty of hate crimes. I don't see a fucking problem with that. I can be fired from a job for giving women elevator eyes. I think if I whip out an uncircumcised penis and she vomits on my toenails, then she should be thrown in jail. I don't see the fucking difference.
Pam Bondi said she's bringing back hate speech. You know, she's going to sit there and make it so that you can charge people with hate speech again, which everybody was a little miffed at her about, it seemed, but I think she didn't understand that they don't like that term.
All right, so as everybody knows, and Harry, as you know, we've just been talking about your bullshit because you do interesting shit. I'm doing shit that I think is interesting, but I'm playing what I'm doing right now pretty close to the chest. I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's why I haven't asked you about it. I was really curious because I actually had looked into doing coding boot camps at one point because I wanted to learn a couple of different script things. So I think it's neat that you're using Python, but I know you don't want to talk about the specifics.
No, I don't want to talk about the specifics, but let me tell you something, dude. Do you think that I went to a boot camp?
No, I know you just looked it up online. And I know you've been using ChatGPT to sit there and supplement code and stuff. So I'm just curious as to what you're doing. Because when I was thinking about doing it, ChatGPT wasn't prevalent yet, So it's I would have to either meticulously look everything up, which I could do. I could just get a coding book or something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. I wanted to learn as I go. I wanted a functional code to do what I wanted it to do, and I wanted to start picking it up as I went along. That's the way I learn. I learn hands-on. So
yeah, me too, very much so. I as much as I appreciate theory, I do want to fully understand what it is that I'm doing.
Sure, but you also want to have a project that you can work on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's when I'm learning how to paint, I can start off making a shitty painting. And from, A to Z.
For years.
Decades. The execution of my painting from A to Z, hey, it might be a shitty painting, but I learned I'm 1,000% better now than when I started that painting, which sucks. And the next painting's going to be 1,000 times better than the first one. And eventually you're a fucking expert. I still don't claim to be. I think I'm very good.
I think at this point, I would consider you an expert. You definitely put in your 10,000 hours.
I would consider Odd Nerdrum an expert. I can't. As long as there's people like Odd Nerdrum out there, I can't consider myself an expert. He's just so much better than me.
Okay, but that's like me comparing my writing to Leonard Cohen instead of comparing it to Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, you can still make money on it. I just have very high standards for claiming expertise.
No, I got you. But my point is that, I would say that I am an expert at poetry, but I'm not published.
So would I. Yeah, and I think that you're on par with Leonard Cohen. But anyway, big giveaway here. I don't pay for ChatGPT. I'm not using ChatGPT. ChatGPT, in my opinion, is not powerful enough to do what I did. So I got a working Python script from zero knowledge to having a working Python script in 2 weeks. And it took me another, I think, 3 weeks to tweak it to get it to exactly where I wanted it to be. And then it took me a little extra time because I wanted it on a server instead of my computer for very specific reasons. That took
that
me
I will
extra
not
time.
go into.
Yeah, not right now.
I know.
But yeah, so I mean, if you want to do something like that and you have a project in mind, use DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek R1 is...
That's the Chinese one, right?
Correct. It's free. It's extremely powerful. The deep think mechanism, make sure you have that turned on so it's not just rattling off shit. It understands the complexity of your problem before it gives you an answer. It takes a lot longer, but it's worth it. And make sure that you have the... do you want your absinthe, Harry?
No.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. I got it over here. And make sure that you have the search function turned on. That way it's not just using the knowledge that it's trained on. It's running active searches for all of your inquiries. And,
and you probably also want to make sure that have your what is it called? Your internet history cleared so that the Chinese government doesn't have all the other shit that's on your computer.
Yeah, no shit. Well, dude, I mean,
everybody's got everything anyway, is my thought. Like there's if they wanted to come after me, what am I going to do to stop it?
Hey, listen, we're not doing the U.S. government any favors by allowing the Chinese government to have all of this information on us, and that's really what it comes down to. But the U.S. government hasn't done me any fucking favors in the first place, so what the fuck do I care? That's a game that's above my pay grade. So here's what America's done. Oh, we're going to use all of your information to create this extremely powerful thing, and then as soon as it starts getting useful, now you have to pay out the ass for it. And then China came along and said, well, actually, this is better, and we'll give it to you for free. So, frankly, the Chinese government is treating me better than America right now. I'm going to go ahead and use their shit.
No, yeah, but like that company essentially, I'm like, hey, it's a brilliant strategy if you've got something that needs to be beta tested, to just sit there and make it open and public and be like, hey guys, do all our beta testing for us.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's how we created our propaganda video for the New World Order. That was all Pika Labs beta testing in Discord, the AI video creation.
There's a new one that's crazy that starts with an S. Have you been seeing any of these like crazy AI videos that have been coming out that like are obviously just being pumped out in seconds? Like it starts with an S. I forget what the name of the AI is, but it makes like, I've seen these videos of like super fat guys going off of diving boards and stuff, and like it takes me a second to realize it's AI generated.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's getting so good now. It's getting so good. Did you see the videos of Stephen Hawking thrashing on a half pipe?
Yeah. That's that was made in the program I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
It starts with an S. I forget what it's called.
So that shit's been on my periphery. I'm just not ready to integrate that stuff into my strategy at this point. But
dude, there was a newscaster who got fooled by an AI video of AOC like sitting there and saying like ridiculous shit on the floor of the house, and like this newscaster, like not like at a major like publication, like one of these online news corporations. Okay. And was sitting there like going off about like how like what she's saying is fucking ridiculous and unbecoming a member of Congress, and then like people were like, dude, there's a watermark for an AI company on the fucking video. How dumb are you? And he had to like sit there and post a video like retracting his statements.
Ooh, I love it. And this goes right in the free speech issues. So let's pick it up with Pam Bondi, man. So I mean, so just so everybody who is not watching this, according to YouTube. So first of all, we're definitely like fucking shadow banned, and I know that you don't think we are. But dude, so let me tell you what happened with our last podcast. We were up to 12 views. And our channel was sticking around 57 views for the month. And then a day later, our channel's views were up to 89 views for the month, but our podcast went down from 12 to 4 views. Explain that one to me.
The only thing that I can think of is that, so like I'm obviously just playing devil's advocate here because there's something fucked up going on.
Definitely something fucked up.
I feel like you're too small fry. No offense to us to
oh, not at all. I don't think it's a person. I don't think we grabbed anybody's attention. It's just AI.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. So there must be some part of the algorithm that is scrubbing things that are like let's say you had, because like let's say I watched something on, maybe they were doing like unique views or something like that. So like if you and Harry both watch it, you're watching it from different devices, so that would be 2 views. But maybe an AI is like, but those both came from the same root IP address, so that's probably just the same person watching it twice. Let's cut that down to 1. It's like, that's the only thing that I can think of, is that there's something scrubbing the information for a purpose, but I don't know what that purpose is, because the fact that while I was watching one of your videos, like it had 1 view, I started watching, it says 1 view underneath the video.
Okay.
As I'm watching it, it goes to 0. Like, I'm watching it. How can it be 0 views? And it already said somebody had viewed it before. So I think, because everybody's been complaining about the algorithm update that happened recently, I think somebody made some sloppy fucking code, maybe an AI, and that's been fucking things up with the view counts.
Yeah. And of course, YouTube's not going to turn on their heels to change anything, because as long as everybody's view counts are down, they spend less money. I'm sorry, Harry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, nobody they don't want to expose everything at all.
Oh,
so
no.
AI is like the mama and papa. You shouldn't say that. You can't say BS. Would you like to modify that?
Right. And I was talking to Harry about this shit before, because I explained the concept of shadow banning to you, what it is, when I said, hey, that's crazy. We haven't had 2 views since we started this podcast. The least we ever had after a week was like 5, I think. So I was like, this doesn't make any sense. It just
this is why.
We went from between 30 and 100 views consistently on YouTube every week, consistently down to 2, and it goes down to 0 while you're watching it. So I explained to him the basic concept of shadow banning, and he's like, well, why would they do that? And I said, it's behavior modification. You see your views dip, you're going to try to figure out, what did I do wrong, without having any clear guidelines, and you begin that internal mental process of self-censorship, and that's what they want.
So usually shadow banning is more them trying to keep things that they don't want spreading from spreading. So like when they shadow ban somebody, they basically sit there and take you out of exchange with the algorithm. So nobody can accidentally happen upon you, but anybody who knows where to look gets to you. What you've got going on is something different, because they're literally taking away views from you. That's why I think it's some kind of algorithmic error.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so whatever you want to call it. It's just, so I explained it to Harry. Like, finally I got fed up, and I'm like, I'm just going to say class warfare whenever I want, and I am a trans man. But I'm just going to say it whenever I want, because I'm so far from the end zone of being monetized. It's not behavior modification to me. I mean, I'm happy when one of our videos gets over 100 views on YouTube. I'm happy when our video across all platforms breaks 200. I'm like, wow, that was a successful video. Let's see what we did right. Let's rewatch that. Maybe we had some extra energy. Maybe we talked about an interesting topic. So I'm so far from the end zone of making money. I could just as easily be Elon Musk, who has so much money, and say the exact same thing. You think you're going to blackmail me with money? Fuck you. I'm so far away from making any.
Here's the funny thing is, I think we're looking at all of this from the wrong direction. What if the story here isn't about you being shadow banned? It's about YouTube stealing money from creators. Because if they're playing games with the numbers, they're probably doing that for monetary reasons. Exactly. So if they set up the algorithm to specifically take away views or not give the correct amount of views, because like I said, there's plenty of channels that have been complaining about this. So I think the actual like Washington Post, like Nixon Watergate scandal of this is YouTube stealing money from creators by altering their algorithm to falsely show their views. Because every creator has been like, my views have like dropped by 60%, 50%, 40%.
Yeah, so ours have dropped. I mean, what's 2 of, I don't know, we could put the average at 50. What's 2 of 50? I mean, ours have dropped by 96%, right?
But it's like, I think that that's the more interesting story here is I think that they're juicing the system to keep money from going to creators.
So do you think this is going to end up being like the
A
the
lawsuit, I
TD
think, at some
Bank?
point.
What's that?
I said, I think this is going to end up being a lawsuit at some point when somebody figures out what's going on with it. It's just going to be really hard.
You're going to need a whistleblower on the inside. So do you think this is
100%.
going to be, this is going to end up being like a TD Bank Coinstar scandal? Like when they were like, you know, they have those Coinstar machines in TD Bank, and you dump you dump an entire jar of change, and you don't know how much is in there. That's why you're using the machine.
And they take 10, 15%.
Yeah, and the machines were taking like 10 or 15% of your coins without actually telling you, and TD was making a bunch of money off.
Yeah.
They only give you a receipt, and then you go to the counter and get the money. Oh, I made some money, but you got robbed of 15%.
Yeah, exactly.
And the store split it with the guy who owns the machine.
Exactly. So Talking Head,
Sounds
yeah,
like
it's a
my
lot.
guys.
It's a lot like those fellas. Yeah, exactly. So Talking Head, you think if there ends up being a whistleblower in the YouTube organization, we could end up with something similar to that?
So I think there's so many nerds that are content creators for YouTube that if it's hitting them hard enough, they're going to start actually doing the scientific research of it. Like people who work at like Linus Tech Tips, which is like a computer technology show. Like these guys are hardcore into fucking programming and stuff. You've got
but you would have to have access to their algorithm. That's not open source, right?
Probably not, but I bet you that there's some way that they could set up some kind of mechanism by which they could track their views and what their organic views were versus what YouTube says they are.
You think? Okay, that's interesting. I can't think of a mechanism to do that, but I just started learning about computers literally 2 months ago. So, I mean, you would know more than me.
Well, so what I would do if I was going to run something like that and I had a large enough channel is I would set up a YouTube video that was unsearchable. I'd have it privately listed. And then I would sit there and I would invite X amount of people to watch it and have them let me know when they've watched it and then see if the views match what those people said.
Yeah, but then again, they could have, and that would be a good place to start.
And then you'd have to move on from there, which would move into more complex things that I would probably not.
Then you'd have to start like a public channel, and you'd have to have, I know at least 200 people watched it on this other public channel that's brand new, so nobody's searching it.
Everybody let me know when you've watched this video. This is for an experiment. You know?
Yeah,
and
that's the way to do it.
If you don't at least hit the number of people who have said they watched it, you know they're fucking with it.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. Hey, New World Order audience, we do have 66 subscribers. And that's the other thing. Our subscribers keep going up. Our numbers are going down, but our subscribers are going up. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, hey, New World Order subscribers, just for this episode, do me a favor. Leave a comment that says, fuck YouTube, if you watch this video. That's it. Or hi. I don't care what it says. Leave a comment if you actually watch this. Maybe we can start putting some numbers together. If we got 5 comments and 2 views, then we'll know something fucked up is going on.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly. And that, to me, would be where you start. And
Although,
it's funny
frankly,
because it's easy. It's easier for us to see because we have no views.
Yeah.
Than it would be for somebody who has millions of views. They're like, oh, the algorithm fucked me. Because channels that have millions of subscribers, this happens a lot. They'll change the algorithm and suddenly viewership will actually literally drop off because of the changes they made to the algorithm.
Right.
I think this time they're cheating.
Yeah.
I think we should go out to the public, face to face, nose to nose.
Dick to dick.
Let's see if we can bait them.
Okay.
I tried to bait people yesterday. It didn't work.
Are you a master debater?
You beat me to it.
No, I tried to get 2 media outlets that were doing interviews with people, and I kept getting in close and try giving my card and letting them see my vest and hoping say, well, maybe we should interview this guy. No luck.
Well, I mean, you did. So Harry went to another freedom festival.
Yeah, the gun shop. The gun shop.
Go ahead. It's not at a gun shop. It was after. Go ahead and hold it up, Harry. For the camera, which is over there. Jesus Christ.
This is the
There you
Rod
go.
of
Good
Iron
enough.
church
All right,
run
good
by
enough. You can put it down.
Moon's nephew. And they
Yeah, but that was the one.
They blessed
That was the one at the Tommy
AR-15.
gun shop, right?
They're
this is at a
anti-communist
church.
and they bless AR-15s. Well, I had several people approach me, took pictures of the flag, but they wouldn't get into a conversation with me because I don't know, maybe they were afraid. But I forgot what I should have done to get their attention to really have a shock and awe. Carry this around there. Would that get your attention?
I literally thought you were about to whip your dick out, Harry.
would my uncircumcised dick get your attention?
We're going to take more than the pricker off.
He essentially did whip his dick out in a metaphorical way.
In a metaphorical sense, yes.
But they allow you to carry open guns there.
Yeah.
So if I would have strapped this on my back, I know the constables and the sheriff's department and everybody would definitely take notice.
Yeah. Well, it would be a little... that's a mean-looking weapon, man. It's such a mean-looking fucking weapon. It would be a little...
obvious?
Contradictory. What do you call that when somebody... God damn it. Somebody's... it'd be a little hypocritical.
Hypocritical. Gotcha.
Yeah. If a church that blesses guns said, no, you can't have that out in the open. We're sorry. It's too much.
Remember the movie? Remember the movie with Al Pacino said, "Meet my little friend."
Yeah.
Scarface.
Scarface. Yeah, well, that gun looks like something, not only Scarface, but it looks like something the Terminator would be carrying.
In one hand.
Yeah, in one hand.
Hey, me and Terminator, we hang out together.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I think my favorite thing about what just happened is that Harry planned telling that story out so hard that he had the gun under the table the whole time just to whip it out when he finished telling that story.
Oh, yeah, no, he went and grabbed it just before we started recording. I saw him leave, but I didn't know what he was getting. He said, "Oh, let me get one more prop."
That's funny.
And then I saw it before I dragged his Roman gladiator over.
I gotta say, that's actually some pretty decent acting. You really built that up like you were telling the story organically.
Dude, Harry's getting fucking good at this. I mean, he would not... When I was grilling him on the last podcast about this Israeli citizenship...
Yeah, what exactly was going on with all of that? Yeah.
He wouldn't give me an inch, and it just made it funnier that he had no explanation. He wouldn't give me an inch.
They called me.
I mean, did you? I mean, I thought it was a funny bit. Where did you enjoy? Like the fact that he wouldn't give anything up, I thought made it funnier.
Oh no, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. That like he's just sitting there. It does make like it certainly piques curiosity. I will say that.
Yeah, and this is legit. He's actually doing this, and then all I can get out of him is, well, it's something to do, and it's warmer over there.
Yeah, that was my favorite. It's warmer over there. It's like Harry, it is so much warmer over there. So much warmer over there. Like what the fuck?
So
man?
much warmer.
Wasn't warm.
Yeah, especially when the bombs start going off. I hear the temperature comes up even a little more.
When the oil fields get hit by the white phosphorus.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll be warm enough, Harry.
Hey, what the hell? To life.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers, my friend. Salud.
Yeah, whatever.
Salud. Talking as there you go. There it is. All right, so what's going on with Pam Bondi, my friend? I stay out of the media. I am in media blackout. I have been working like literally not at all. Sometimes I overwork myself and I take a few days off in a drunken stupor like I'm just coming out of now. But overall, I've been working like 10, 12 hours a day. So I don't care what's going on in the world. But we got to talk about something. What's Pam Bondi doing?
So long story. We'll Reader's Digest this, and it has to do with like the Charlie Kirk assassination and everything.
I knew we were going to get into that too. So no, don't Reader's Digest it. Tell me what's going on. I don't care we're less than an hour still. I mean, generally when there's 3 of us, we're fine going over 2
I want
hours.
to see Penn Bonnie in the Playboy magazine at the centerfold.
She is a good-looking woman. I don't disagree with you. Go ahead. Tell us what's
I'm not going to take anything away from how attractive she is.
She's a very attractive lady.
I'm pretty sure that your dick would like burn off in fucking like hellfire if you put it in her, but
don't turn Harry on.
Ooh. But so Stephen Colbert got canceled. Everybody's assuming this was before Charlie Kirk, his assassination. Everybody's assuming that the reason why he got canceled is because the parent company that owns his show needs FCC approval for a merger that they're trying to do.
Okay.
So they sat there and they canceled Colbert to appease Trump to get the FCC to greenlight their merger. Because you're only allowed to have so much market share when you sit there and acquire different media companies.
Sure.
So any major transaction
doesn't seem to stop them from consolidating over the decades, but yeah, go ahead.
Dude, where is fucking Teddy Roosevelt with his fucking union busting? Because this is where we were when he started doing that shit and broke up all those conglomerates and sat there and fixed this for a little bit.
No shit.
But
I mean, doesn't Disney own like what used to be 15 different media companies at this point?
Exactly. So actually Disney comes into play here. So what ends up happening is Charlie Kirk gets assassinated.
Okay.
When Charlie
First
Kirk
of all,
gets
I do want to say that I did hear about the Colbert thing. And the parent company just said, or whatever company just said, hey, listen, has nothing to do with anything but ratings. But so you're saying that the theory is that the FCC made a move because Stephen Colbert is very liberal in his broadcast and in his point.
And very anti-Trump. And Donald Trump has put out posts on Truth Social calling for his cancellation.
Right. I gotcha.
So it seems like an appeasement move because, okay, so everybody's like, oh, Colbert's ratings were garbage. It's like, okay, late night's ratings are garbage because people don't sit around at midnight watching TV anymore. They lay in bed 100%. On their phones.
100%.
Stephen Colbert had the highest rated show in his time slot.
Okay. All right.
Nationwide. Yeah.
But I mean, it does go into like, if you can't sell enough advertising to keep these shows going, I mean, and that's always kind of my point with like legacy media. Why are
legacy
they still on the back foot? They lose money. Like, just cancel them.
Their version of events can make sense on paper, but it's like, okay, why would they cancel him first when he's winning in the ratings instead of just cutting back his show's budget? Or, like, because you could make it get closer to making money. It's like you're number one in that time slot.
Okay.
I
see your point.
So that's why everybody assumes that it was to appease Trump for the merger that was going on.
Okay.
So Charlie Kirk gets assassinated.
Right.
Jimmy Kimmel.
And it's so weird to use the word assassinated for somebody who like
on a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a fucking influencer. Like his whole shtick is he sets up a tent at colleges. And no disrespect to the guy. He made money doing it. You do what you got to do.
Oh, hey, get your hustle. I get it.
Yeah, he's got a hustle, and he sets up tents at colleges, and then he gets all these fucking stupid kids to debate him, and he dunks on them for his fucking YouTube channel. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is.
Yeah, it's him.
And we're going to use the word assassination, and then we find out he's got fucking Secret Service with him. I mean, what the fuck's going on?
So I don't know that I know that he was very close with the Trump family because he helped them try to get the youth vote for the past election. I don't think he has like American Secret Service working for him. He had his own private security detail.
Unless this was AI, and we do have to be really careful nowadays, but unless this was AI, the guy who's standing in back of him when he gets shot in the neck was the same guy, one of the guys who was on Trump's detail during his assassination attempt when shots actually rang out. And so unless that was manufactured, the guy's in both photos.
So let's say it was true. Private security companies are going to hire from a pool of generally ex-military, ex-police officer kind of people. So yeah, it's likely that could totally be the case. I don't know that he was a Secret Service agent all I'm saying is that
acting on behalf of the Secret Service on that date. I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Charlie Kirk definitely had. I think he had a 6-person security detail with him there. So yeah, he had security guard.
It's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, but so he gets assassinated. All Jimmy Kimmel said, was that the right side of politics was doing everything they could to prove that it wasn't somebody who is right leaning. Like, that's literally all he said. And then the chairman of the FCC goes on a famous right-wing guy's podcast, Benny Johnson. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Nah.
Yeah, so he's like a hardcore right-wing guy. So the chairman of the FCC goes on there and says, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. What Jimmy Kimmel said was despicable. And I think that the local networks that carry his show should ban his show. And I think that ABC and their parent company Disney really need to think about whether or not they want to do this, because they could do this the easy way or the hard way. And if they do it the hard way, then the FCC is going to have a lot more paperwork to do on that.
That's weird to me. I don't know. It's kind of like I think it was CNN that after Charlie Kirk got shot, CNN said something to the effect of, now we don't know at this point who did it. It could have just been a Trump supporter shooting off a gun in celebration. Dude, that's such
stupid.
But it's just stupid for Jimmy Kimmel to say. I don't see why one is stupider than the other. And I think and I agree with you, he shouldn't have gotten canceled. But if you're going to cancel Jimmy Kimmel, cancel fucking CNN. 100%.
Do you want to look up the Jimmy Kimmel clip, because it's pretty short and it gives you the impression, because like he intones it in a way that like it just makes it say like he's like they're just tripping over themselves to prove that it was a left winger.
I guess. What should I look up?
Our anger, our differences, and I've seen a lot of.
I'm definitely going to get a copyright strike for this. We're probably going to have to cut that out, because every time we do late night talk shows, it doesn't work out. So just tell us,
Yeah, so I told you essentially
matter-of-factly.
He was insinuating that people on the right were trying to find any, because we didn't know who the killer was yet. So he sat there and said that like the people on the right are just like sitting there and trying to find any way to make sure that this looks like it's somebody on the left. So he was just insinuating that they were just already prejudging this is a left-wing lunatic who killed him.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, obviously, that's going to be the most common thing.
Yeah,
it's going
most
to be
likely.
on the left.
Let's be honest.
It's like, I mean, fucking law of averages there. Yeah. But so
it's either a drug dealer or it's a lefty nut. Probably, considering how based he is, I would say it's a lefty nut.
So what then happens is the FCC chairman goes on Benny Johnson's very popular podcast.
He went to Benny Hanna, got it,
and had some mushu. But yes, no. So, but he basically like I said, what he said was basically a threat that like, you guys should do something about this, or the FCC. Now, at the time, ABC, Disney owns ABC. ABC owns Jimmy Kimmel. That's the network that he goes on. There's a distributor, because like, do you know how like television networks are like all piecemeal? There's different companies that own local broadcasting stations, and then they license content from ABC and stuff.
No, but now I do.
Yeah, so basically all the local television networks around the country are owned by smaller companies that then license the content from broadcasters like ABC.
Okay.
So after he makes these comments about what people should do, there's another company that's got a merger going through with the FCC that the FCC can block, because if the merger goes through, they're going to have something like a 60 or 70% market share across the nation. And that's not allowed according to FCC rules. Like, you can't have one company that has that much control over local broadcasting. So they actually need the FCC to change the rules to get their multi-billion-dollar merger through.
So in other words, the FCC has a lot of leverage.
Exactly. So the local network, like the company that owns the local networks that carries ABC, sits there and says that they're going to not show the Jimmy Kimmel show anymore. Another company called Sinclair who's also another one of these companies that owns a bunch of local broadcasting stations, says they're not going to carry Jimmy Kimmel anymore. And then ABC and Disney suspend Jimmy Kimmel's show.
Okay.
So essentially, the FCC bullies them into canceling the show because Trump was mad about Jimmy Kimmel because he doesn't like Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy Kimmel makes fun of him.
So essentially what you're saying is the FCC is using the leverage that they have over these future mergers.
These broadcasting companies, yeah, to basically censor media.
And they're working off of an ideology rather than business and law and all that.
Yeah, so they're punishing people who Trump doesn't like what they say. Because these late night hosts make fun of him.
Right.
So Trump goes on Truth Social. He's like, oh, thank God, Colbert, now Kimmy, now Jimmy Fallon's next. Go get it done. You know.
Right.
And so Disney gets public backlash because they suffer multi-billion-dollar losses from people canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions over canceling Jimmy Kimmel over what he said.
Okay.
And that's why they brought Jimmy Kimmel back on the air, is because they lost.
Did they?
Yeah, they lost billions of dollars because subscribers all canceled their Disney Plus subscriptions. It was the number one Googled thing the day that happened was, how do I cancel Disney Plus?
Wow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America. Vote with your fucking dollars.
Well, what do we start the show off with?
Yeah.
He started to talk about freedom in America.
Yeah.
Is there freedom, or is it a dollar sign?
Yeah. Oh, the only color that matters is green.
That was the joke, is we're so free, we're speechless about it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So what did Pam Bondi say?
So
Pam Bondi.
Yeah, sorry. So then after all of the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, Pam
First
Bondi
of all,
goes,
other than being blonde, what does she do again? I don't remember.
She's
who
the
she
Attorney General of the United States. She is the head of the Justice Department.
And what is that responsible for?
All federal prosecutions.
Okay, got it. All right, good.
So she sits there and goes on a TV show and sits there and says that they're going to start, because the left is so radical in having this huge hand in killing Charlie Kirk as a group, that they're going to sit there and start arresting people for hate speech.
Oh my God.
Welcome to England.
Here it comes.
So she immediately fucking walks it back because a bunch of people, famous people and big people on Twitter on the right were like, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you say?
Yeah.
Because that's
Isn't
what
this
they
the
used
whole
to do.
thing that we were bitching about during the fucking pandemic and the Me Too
canceling?
movement?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cancel this, cancel that, cancel culture. It's like she immediately says they're going to start arresting people for fucking hate speech. And half the right is sitting there, it's like, yeah, we should do that. We should definitely do that. I got Charlie Kirk killed and he was a saint. And then the other half of the people on the right, particularly the white nationalists and the new Nazi parties and stuff like that are like, I'm sorry, what?
I don't know a lot about Charlie Kirk. I was when I found out that he got assassinated and I saw a short description of what he was known for, didn't have a picture. And I said, wait a second, is it that white guy with the pumpkin head that goes around to the colleges?
Oh my God. Yeah, he had such a big forehead. It was and as a big foreheaded guy, I'm not throwing any kind of shame.
Yeah. But and then I was like, I think I've seen him on my Instagram feed a couple times. And then I looked him up and I was like, yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of. But the one thing I do have to say I have respect for, from the minute piece of research that I did so I would be aware of what everybody's focused on, is that when South Park came out with their episode making fun of him with the master
debaters,
Cartman
playing him, yeah.
They have Cartman playing him. He loved that. He thought it was fucking hilarious that they were making fun of him. And I have to respect that. I fucking respect that.
He was definitely okay with being lampooned. In all honesty, he's just one of those people who I'm just going to play the, fucking card that is dealt to me here. Nobody should get killed for political shit. If you're talking, you shouldn't be shot for it. Period. End of discussion. He said a lot of shit.
You don't live in a free country if you got to fear for your life or your freedom because of opinions that you have and shit you want to say. I mean, we got people saying way crazier shit than he ever said, and they're fucking
of course. Oh my God! Actually, we need to go into something else that I wanted to bring up, but I'll finish this off real quick. But yeah, Charlie Kirk's had a lot of shitty opinions and said a lot of shitty things. But you know, at the end of the day, he was trying to push a political agenda that he believed in.
Yeah, it was his perspective.
And he was trying to make money.
It's his perspective. You know.
Yeah,
I don't agree.
He found a gig.
I don't agree with 90% of what he stood for. Most likely, I didn't go with Harry to the freedom thing at the church that blesses AKs because you know, I'm not that into guns, and I'm not in the Jeebus. So it's not really my thing. And frankly, I think that women should be able to have abortions. The more children we kill, the better. Moloch's happy. And maybe our crops will get better. I don't see what the fucking problem is. This system of sacrificing children so that we have a good crop yield has been in place for thousands of years. And now we're going to try something different? I mean,
you know what? I bet you the Mayans got woke and stopped doing the human sacrifices, and that's why their civilization went extinct.
Oh, dude, I've seen video evidence of
it. Mayan video evidence of lack of child sacrifices. What the fuck? Where
That's
have you
correct.
seen this?
Oh, you know what? It might have been AI. Fuck.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Fuck. I got tricked again, motherfucker! God damn it!
Although, if you believe that there's UFOs carved on the fucking Aztec pyramids, then I guess they should have had some kind of video devices.
Well, yeah, no shit. And I tell you what, not the Aztecs, but the Egyptian pyramids. A lot of those carvings do look like jets and UFOs and shit. Like uncanny, truly uncanny. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I don't want to get too deep in the weeds. So finish up this Pam. So she had to walk it back right away.
Yeah, so she just had to walk it back right away because it was like they were like, "Whoa, hey, we want hate speech. Hate speech is good." But
no, speech is good.
I know.
Speech is good. People, if I want to talk about class warfare and the fact that I'm a trans man, I should have the right to do that. And if you disagree with me, don't keep shooting rich people that are fucking your lives up.
Because they're only going to fuck your lives up more.
And also, don't listen to me. And also, create your own speech that counters what I'm saying. You could do that. You could do that. If you think that Moloch should be satisfied with the blood of the innocent so that we continue to have a good crop yield year after year, then go ahead and say that. Charlie Kirk is against abortion. You don't shoot him. You don't shoot the messenger. It's just an idea. It's ephemeral. It's in the ether. You create better speech. Charlie Kirk's an asshole. We've been sacrificing children for good crops for millennia. We shouldn't fix what ain't broke. And that's how you get your point across. You're very, like I'm doing right now, I'm impassioned, but I'm still being very logical. That's how you do it. Wake up, America.
I do have to say, it is intensely ironic. Or maybe it was planned, who knows? But it was intensely ironic that Charlie Kirk got shot while talking about gun violence. That is crazy.
Oh, is that? See, I didn't even want to watch, and Harry knows.
Dude, I couldn't get away from it.
Harry had it on loop. I know.
It was fucked up. I couldn't get away from it.
You saw it as soon as it happened. Like you went and looked up a video of him getting shot.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not want to see this because I know the camera's always like right in his fucking face when he's doing his shit. I was like, I don't want to see that. Who the fuck wants to see that? This guy didn't deserve it. I don't want to see an innocent man get shot down in public. And then as soon as I fucking open up my Instagram feed, there it is. Like, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. And it's so fucking uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, it is brutal. It is brutal.
I am not so desensitized towards real violence from, the media that
Apparatus.
we have in this country. I know when I'm watching a movie, it's fake. I know none of it's real. So when I see like a fucking real execution captured on video, fucking makes me cringe. I didn't want to see that. And like, dude, it just popped right up.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. It actually made me queasy. Like the way it all went down. It like was sickening to watch.
Yeah, it's not very uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know where to go from there. You said you had something else you wanted to bring up, right?
Yeah, sure. So let's go on a lighter note. Guess who's got a new, fresh look?
Harry?
Alex Jones.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did you hear about this or no?
No. What's his new fresh look?
A Hitler mustache.
What?
Dude, look it up.
Okay. All right. I'll look it up.
Alex Jones decided to shave his facial hair into a Hitler mustache.
Like, legit?
Oh,
he's trying
yeah,
to
legit.
be Hitler?
He's
Legit shaved it into a Hitler mustache. It's just funny because he's like doing it obviously as some kind of statement. But I'm just
gonna Google Alex Jones mustache. I'm not even gonna type in Hitler. I don't want to end up on a list.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Occult.
All right, images. Holy shit! Is this real?
That's real. That's fucking real.
Is this fucking real?
There was a part of me that wanted to shave my face into a Hitler mustache and come on and be like, what? I'm just doing my Alex Jones bit. But I don't want to be clean shaven.
I was actually about to say, you look like you might have lost a little weight. Did you lose a little weight?
Yeah, I lost about 20 pounds. I've been working out.
Congratulations, man. The big thing that I did was I got off of beer. And I lost 20 pounds in 30 days just by getting off.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Crazy. And then I went on hardcore keto for another 30 days. Like, I had like one cheat day in that entire month. Guess how much weight I lost?
How much?
3 pounds. It's like, all of that was the beer? God damn it.
It's got diminishing returns, you know.
Yeah.
But
the first 20 is the easiest. I know. I got to get the discipline what I did the first time I did this is I fasted for 4 to 6 days at a time to kind of kickstart it. I got to get the discipline back under my belt to do that at least once a month. That really helps.
Well,
I can't do the not eating thing. Like I just can't do the fasting. So the working out thing works better for me just because as I build up muscle and everything, I just start burning fat faster. So
I can't do the working out thing. I do not want to sweat unless I'm doing something pleasurable. So that's not going to work for me. So.
Well, that's why I'm kind of broken out. Actually, I had to sit there and like fucking 43 now. Happy birthday, me. And fucking, I broke out because I was working out so much. So now I have to have I reinvested in acne treatment. I'm trying to get it cleared up now.
Yeah, I see it. What were you saying, Harry?
He better learn Spanish and learn to go down to Argentina because with the other people, we do have Nazis down in Argentina.
This is kind of wild.
Maybe I'll send him one of my flags.
Let's see.
How's that sound?
Let's see if we can make. I want to make this nice and big.
I
thought it was fucking AI when I saw it too.
I love it.
Don't he look like Schultz on what?
Sergeant Schultz.
Stala 13. I know nothing.
No, you're talking about Hogan's Heroes. He's talking about Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, Hogan's Heroes on Stala 13. He looks like the god.
On Skylar 13. What's Skylar 13?
That was the prison.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never saw
He was the guy that said, I know nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing. Because he had a German accent. Yeah, I know nothing.
I have never seen the show. I only even know about Hogan's Heroes because I've seen it parodied so much in the 80s and the 90s. The Simpsons. The Simpsons parodied it all the time. You know what I mean? So, Talking Head, tell us about the statement. What is he going for?
So I have no idea. He was just like,
is this a Kanye West thing?
I think so.
Jesus loves everybody, including Hitler, so I'm going to sell t-shirts with fucking swastikas on them. Is that what Alex Jones is doing?
I think he's kind of going along with that boat because he's kind of in that like Candace Owens fucking Kanye West thing.
Oh my God, this is great.
Yeah. So he just came on and he like starts explaining like, no, it's a new look. And, I'm making a statement because if everybody's going to call me Hitler, I guess I might as well look like Hitler. And like,
hey,
it's this
that
weird...
That kind of makes sense. As a Satanist,
shit,
that kind of makes sense to me, though. I mean, if everybody your entire life is going to say that you're fucking evil, you might as well embrace it. I think he's getting a little specific.
So it's good branding tactic with a bad brand, I think. Like, there's a difference between, like, well, if everybody's going to say I'm the bad boy, I'm going to start wearing a leather jacket and fucking banging chicks, Like, no, it's like, well, if everybody says that I genocided the Jews, then I will.
I love it. Oh, so now he's a fat, bald Hitler. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's funny as shit, dude.
I think he looks adorable. And,
I kind of want to rub his belly and see if he giggles.
Charlie Chaplin did the same thing. He was making the same statement. Everybody was calling Charlie Chaplin Hitler and saying that he killed all the Jews. And Charlie Chaplin was like, you know what? I'm going to grow a Hitler mustache. And then he founded Hollywood on pedophilia and made it the biggest business in America. Citation needed. This isn't Wikipedia. This is the truth.
Citation needed.
We don't deal in citations. We deal in truth. So he's just following in the footsteps of a great man who founded the West Coast pedophile cult that is Hollywood.
Do you think back in the 1930s, there was an edition of People magazine that said who wore it better and had Charlie Chaplin and Hitler next to each other?
I wish. Oh my God, that would be great. Who wore it better? Oh, we definitely need to do that now with Alex Jones and put it up on our social media.
Oh yeah. Who wore it better? Just
100%.
Put Chaplin, Jones, and Hitler.
Yeah, who wore it better? Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck?
For Chaplin, I kind of like the hobo chic instead of the Hugo Boss thing.
What the fuck are these people thinking? I mean, these are supposed to be professional media people. I mean, I'm starting to feel like with the way our numbers are, maybe I should grow a Hitler mustache. Maybe this is the fucking move. Like, these people have huge fucking careers.
You know what you should do?
No, Harry disagrees.
No, don't grow a Hitler mustache.
Let's see what Talking Head has to say.
Because you have
here's
hair on your head.
Sorry, go on, Harry.
That's true. Go ahead, Talking Head.
I didn't hear what Harry said.
He said if I grow a Hitler mustache, I got to grow some hair on my head too.
Oh no, Alex Jones has got his head shaved. That's what neo-Nazis do. It's not old Nazi, it's neo-Nazi, it's new Nazi. But
that's right. Neo-Nazis have shaved head, motherfuckers.
Oh, okay. You want to be skinhead?
There you go.
Well, you're in the right camp.
Am I? I don't know what the fuck that means.
Are we concentrating on that camp?
Yes, the bunker is concentrating on that camp. So go ahead, Talking Head. What were you saying?
So what I was going to say is it would be really funny if over the course, you probably can't do it a week at a time because you don't grow facial hair as quick as I do you?
Nowadays, still not as quick as you, but much quicker. 3 days.
All right.
Yeah.
So see if you can grow a John Waters pencil mustache, and slowly move your chin patch up as your views on the podcast keep getting more and more extreme until it's above your lip.
We'll do it very slowly. We'll do it like a 1/4 inch at a time. and we'll just track the numbers. We'll see if it improves our numbers.
And just keep getting more
as my
extreme
soul
every week.
patch. It goes up and up till it's over my lip. Oh my god, that'd be a great social experiment. I like the way you think, Talking Head number 6.
I like the cut of your jib.
I like the cut of your jib. I'm gonna subscribe to your newsletter.
Well, thank you.
I like it. Oh my god, what the fuck is he? What are these people thinking? What
Dude,
do they? I think that's like the better question. Do they think?
No, I think they're emotional reactionary. So Stephen Miller, who is like one of the head advisors at the White House, who like a lot of the weird deportation policies are his shit. I've been getting too deep in the weeds on politics. I know I'm really not trying. But he, when he was in high school, said something brilliant because he's one of these like Rush Limbaugh babies who like he's a Jewish kid, came up super right wing, and just got.
Who is hacking up a lung? I'm sorry, it's making it really difficult to concentrate on what you're saying.
I'm sorry, I've got somebody strangling a cat back there. Anyway,
God, that makes sense. That makes me feel better. Now I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a big cat, but but so he said something really brilliant that somebody noted, like, because they were a lot of people are interviewing him after his rise to power. He's like one of the most powerful people in America right now, like behind
Stephen Miller. I have no idea who this is. All right.
He's one of Trump's top advisors. Sorry.
You sure you're not talking about Steve Bannon?
No, so Bannon was also one of these guys. He works for Breitbart. Stephen Miller is this bald, short Jewish guy.
All right. It's your people, Harry. One of your people.
And he sat there and he said, the truth doesn't matter. It matters that what you say makes people feel strongly about it.
No, he's right. Yeah.
He's absolutely right. It's a terrible, terrible thing, but it's absolutely right.
Oh, it's correct. But I mean, what are you going to do? Not utilize it? Because if you don't utilize it, somebody else will. So your opposition will utilize it. So yeah, it's just, I mean, you ever hear the book, The Psychology of Crowds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never read it, but I know of it.
I know the synopsis of it, yeah. It's
on my to-do list. I've read a lot of books that discuss it. I haven't gotten to it yet. But, so, I mean, that's just what human beings are right now.
But so we've hit this... Sorry, go on.
No, please.
So we've hit this attention economy now.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of it is all the feels. So nothing needs to make sense anymore. So he's just doing this because it's going to provoke a reaction. It doesn't matter what the reaction is. People who like him will like him more. People who hate him will hate him more.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like everything. Like Candace Owens, you know who she is, right? The black chick who's on the Republican side and the younger girl.
I do. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say the black chick.
No, but seriously, you know who I'm talking about, right? I just figured that was the easiest.
Yes, I do know who you're talking about.
So, do you know what she's up to right now?
Your lefty shock collar didn't go off when you fucking said that. The shock collar they give all of you guys when you join the party.
It's the quickest way to identify somebody. Fuck you, people. But anyway, like if she was a white blonde girl, I'd say that white crazy blonde bitch.
Right, I got you. I'm just
fucking
anyway, with you, dude.
I know.
Go ahead.
I'm playing along. But anyway, so she is currently being sued by Emmanuel Macron, Premier of France, and his wife because she released an 8-part fucking series about how his wife is secretly her brother. So he's in a
his
gay
wife is secretly his brother, you mean?
No, her brother. She is masquerading as the sister of who she really is. And she was born a man and is a trans woman who is fucking the premier of France.
Okay. All right. So she's impersonating her own brother.
Yes, in order to be the wife of the president of France.
You mean her own sister? She's
no,
impersonating her own.
Yes, she's impersonating her sister because she is the brother.
Right.
So she's impersonating her own sister to marry the premier of France, and also, gonna lay this out there, she's in a centuries-old cult that promotes trans issues.
Wait a second. That's like saying a centuries-old cult that made AI videos. What the fuck?
Exactly. Like, that's what I mean. It doesn't need to make sense. None of this makes sense anymore.
Well, talking head, can I be a little? Let me be a little serious, but honest. Okay. I never got into the Big Mike thing, Harry. I know that you were pretty much into the Big Mike thing when that first came.
What's
out.
Big Mike?
Michelle Obama is a man.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Because there's footage of her dancing and her pants bunch up in a weird way, and it looks like she has a big schlong.
A little flagpole was up.
Yeah, she's got a little a big old schmeckle in her pants. So Harry, I know you were into the Big Mike thing. I never got into it. I'm going to be honest. But when I heard the whole thing, Candace Owens, I think, was on a Tim Dillon broadcast, and I heard all about it. Because, like I said, I'm not really watching the news or the media. Fuck that. It's all bullshit. I was like, well, I could see it. Those are some pretty big masculine hands. I could see it. And even if it's not a trans woman, that relationship is fucking weird anyway. There's stuff that's worthy of paying attention to here. So let me just throw that out there. I met him when he was 5 and I was 30 and I was like his English teacher, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, dude, there's some weird going on there. There's some weird going on there. So, like, this happens.
But I'll tell you what, as far as that being a trans woman who is impersonating his own sister, I'll believe that before the Big Mike thing, you know?
So the funny thing is all three of them have been photographed together recently. So that's the dumbest thing about the whole situation. It's provably false.
Oh, well.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the attention economy, like Alex Jones with his Hitler mustache, it doesn't matter what he's saying. It matters that you watch.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. Guys, I'm very sorry to do this. I gotta pee. We'll be right back.
Yeah, well, a lot of strange people coming out today. And as far as Alex Jones, he did like a 180. So he just proved, okay, he went through all his law cases and all that. So now, here's the new Alex Jones. Put on your brown uniform. Maybe America is Nazi Germany. Could be.
Well, I mean, man, that's a whole thing we could go into. Like, so that's the funny thing about listening to left-wing media versus right-wing media is, like, there's different alarmist factions. So, like, right-wing media is like, this shit's all crazy, and left-wing's like, this shit's all crazy. And it's really funny to hear the two argue with each other because they're not even talking about the same thing half the time. So it's like, I'll wait until Hatman comes back to get deep into it, but it's like the new government budget that they passed with the big beautiful bill just made ICE the most funded federal law enforcement agency apart from the military. They now have more funding than the FBI. They have more funding than Israel's military does.
Well,
for immigration services. Like, he's using them as like a clandestine police force in cities. It's weird.
Well, that's the thing. If I went running around to Milford and put an ICE hat on and the thing says ICE, and I walked through some of these places, half the employees would run away.
Oh, I'm sure they would, because ICE has been arresting American citizens. They hovered in Chicago. They took 2 Black Hawk helicopters, repelled ICE troops into the building, used flashbang grenades to blow down everyone in the building's door, dragged out naked people and zip-tied them on the pavement. American citizens, because they were looking for illegal aliens.
Well, welcome to America.
Dude, we have become, like, so here's my whole thing, like, left or right, I don't fucking care. We had called this a while ago, but I told you I agreed it was going to happen. We are rapidly becoming a fucking fascist country.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
ISIS the fucking
we called
brown
this
shit.
out. What episode number was it? Crossing the Rubicon. We
Dude,
were talking
it
about
was like-
exactly this.
It was
Wasn't that long ago.
during the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, we're fucked. We're fully and totally fucked as far as
Dude,
that goes.
I knew that either Trump planned this all along or he got captured when he had that little public spat with Elon Musk. Elon Musk was like, Doge just saved you how many billions of dollars? And now your new spending bill is higher than the last fiscal year.
Oh, yeah.
What the
$4
fuck have I
trillion
been
of
spending?
debt.
The fuck have I been spending my time on, dude? I wasn't doing this for the ink. I'm one of the most famous people on the planet. Like,
They
what
just
the
made-
fuck are you doing? We traded
It's
off
like
the Ukraine for Israel, and instead of using I don't know, Antifa or whatever, now we're using ICE. It's the fucking same thing. It's crazy.
You know what my favorite thing is lately, there have been shots of counter protesters who are counter protesting Antifa, who are wearing shirts that say anti-Antifa. And if you extrapolate that, since Antifa means anti-fascist, it just means fascist.
Yeah, I get it, but
It's
Antifa,
cute. It's cute.
It's cute, but as far as what Antifa does, all of their actions are highly fascist. So you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. It's 1984 doublespeak, as far as I'm concerned. So the only weapon against doublespeak, maybe if you triple it, it means what you mean it means. You know.
No, I understand where you're coming from, and obviously, I think that Antifa's tactics are ridiculous. They're not actually an organization, though; they're just people who subscribe to an ideology.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very grassroots.
Yeah, a bunch of
It's very
idiots
grassroots.
that,
As far as I understand, and hey, you can say I'm being lied to, George Soros, whatever. But my point being is that, like, there is no president of Antifa. There's a president of the Proud Boys.
Well, everybody thought the same thing about BLM until they all retired in mansions or whatever.
Hey, if you want to use a 301c to fleece fundraising, then that is the most American thing you could do. Just ask
Pretty
Bill
much.
Clinton. Just ask the Obamas. Just ask Bill fucking Gates. Yeah, that's the most American thing you could do.
You know what, on that note, I'm glad you said that, Talking Head number 6. That's one of the fucking things I'm about to do.
What? Go 501c?
Make
Yeah.
a 301c.
You better read the IRS code.
Nah, I'm going to have a lawyer do that.
Oh, well.
But I you know what the fucked up thing is? I was actually sitting there and brainstorming that at one point, being like, if I set up a charity and made myself the CEO, it's like, as long as I could sit there and like get enough money coming into the charity, which would be tax free, and then I could sit there and pay myself as the CEO and be like, well, I'm a CEO, so I deserve to make $500,000 a year.
100%.
Like, I was thinking about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm not only thinking about it, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to tell you a better way to do it. You missed something. If you're a 501c as a charity, you have to put into the public record what you give to other charitable organizations or through the good works that you do on the ground.
Sure.
If you set up a church, you basically have the same organization, and you don't have to show you giving money to anything but your own pocket. So there you go. So you're welcome.
I thought you had to do charitable stuff.
You have to
Nah.
prove
No, because the religious freedom. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
You have to
501c has to do charitable. Yeah, no. So
Just set up a church.
No,
You don't
hold
have
on,
to do
Harry, you don't got to prove shit. You guys, once we're done with this, you need to watch when fucking John Oliver set up his own church.
You're right. I think I remember that, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
that's
show that to Harry. Like, you ain't got to do shit. Like, the qualifications to become a church are nothing.
In fairness, Harry did set up a church at one time, so let's let him speak on it.
So I had a bout with that, so I had to study it.
Hmm.
There's certain things you have to do. It's like setting up a stage, and up front you got to appear to be charitable.
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, if you look at some of these super churches, like Osteen,
like
Oh
Joel
yeah, you were
Osteen.
watching.
Yeah.
He was watching a whole video on these assholes the other night. It like lined them up like the 20 worst evangelists of all time. It was really interesting.
Yeah, well, I met half of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be proud of that.
So
I kind of would. It's kind of like meeting like multiple serial killers. It's kind of a fun little thing to have under your belt.
It's like getting into the enemy's camp and learning their secrets.
Sun Tzu, know thy enemy.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you're going to Israel, right?
Well, we learn. Every time I get into a situation, I learn both sides of the coin.
Harry's actually going to go on a what? God damn it! What do you call that when you
sabbatical?
No, when you go to Mecca. Pilgrimage. Yeah, Harry's going to go on a pilgrimage in search of the end of his penis that was taken away when he was a baby. Maybe it's in Israel. Maybe that's where they keep him.
So you might say he's after the dome of his rock.
Ooh.
Anyway,
that wasn't bad.
Dome of the rock. Anyway,
yeah, that wasn't
bad dad pun, but yeah, go.
That wasn't bad. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, just don't set up a charity. I mean, you set up a church. You don't have to show that you're giving any money away, right?
Not really. Just say you're educating. As long as you give something away and you appear to give it away.
Yeah, you just I'm giving away my sermon. That's my service.
Well, that's the service. Yes, you're giving education away.
Right.
Sorry, did you say semen?
And whatever you think about your sermon, if people want to believe you and you prove that, well, these people believe in me, then you're qualified.
Right. That's it. That's all it takes.
Lying.
I can become ordained in the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster right now. It would take me 20 minutes online. It's not hard. Whoever doesn't know about the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, go fucking Google it. It's amazing. You can become an ordained minister right now.
Yes, you can become a pastafarian minister.
A pastafarian, that's right.
That's actually what they call themselves.
I know, I forgot.
Maybe you get as rich as the Church of Scientology, which is a church of mental adaptation of control. That's what the Church of Scientology was.
You know, so many people do not know the history of that. They don't even know that L. Ron Hubbard and Aleister Crowley knew each other. They do not know that L. Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons lived together for like a year performing the Gnostic Mass.
Didn't he also know Ayn Rand?
I don't know if he knew Ayn Rand. Did L. Ron Hubbard know Ayn Rand?
I think so.
I studied some of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, the Church of Scientology, as well you did, we went to that CLEAR program until they found out, you said, you can't do anything without us.
No, I didn't do any program. When I found out that he had very legitimate ties to Aleister Crowley, and nobody talks about this, because I'm a huge fan of Aleister Crowley, as you know.
Well, because you have to separate the two, because Church of Scientology needs you to see that as something very different from what Crowley was doing.
Yeah, well, not only that, I mean, Aleister Crowley, still to this day, I think is demonized enough that he wouldn't want the association.
Well, sure. I think L. Ron Hubbard wouldn't want the association either. Not that he's like, well, I know.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I don't think Aleister Crowley would care. I mean, he got
I don't know.
Being demonized.
I feel like he'd be a little pissed off at having a shyster like Hubbard, like kind of using his tactics.
So I didn't go through any program, but I did start reading Dianetics when I found out about the very legitimate ties between the OTO, the Order of the Silver Star, however you want to say that, the Church of Thelema, and the Church of Scientology. So I got through the book, and I'm going through this. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is a textbook on step-by-step how to use the occult. And it's even giving you a story, so it is a religious text because it's based on his science fiction stories. So it's even giving you a mythology, which a lot of occult texts don't do. They tell you, like, okay, so here's how you use the occult to change the world and change your life, but you have to kind of put your own mythology in there in order to get it to work. You know what I mean? It's missing a couple
pre-built
gears.
Mythology with Xenu, where you are a fallen god who blah 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 blah.
Yeah, so this is a lot like what's the one that was started by
Mad Libs religion?
Ad libs, yeah, kind of, or theosophy, where a lot of
with Blavatsky. That's
with Blavatsky. Yeah, so Church of Scientology, it's a lot like theosophy. A lot of the mythological work is taken care of for you. But it has the exact same architecture as how to use the occult. Like if you were training a magician on first how to make yourself the best version of you, that way you can create your own world and thereby influence the rest of the world. Because those are the 3 layers you have to do it by. If you try those steps in reverse, it doesn't work.
It's kind of like pre-baked occultism. It's interesting.
This would be the way to do it, but then they already have an entire a working mythology in there for you. And I was like, this is really fascinating. I'm not going to join, but it's fascinating. And then,
you are your own god, subservient to us.
That's where they lost me. I got about 3/4 of the way through the book, and then all they start talking after it was a big old hook. And after they hooked you in, here's what the next few chapters are about. Like every single sentence basically says this. You cannot do this by yourself. You need to have people who have gone there before you to help you through it. Which, hey man, it's understandably quicker to have a guru if you're going through an adeptship process like this, from a neophyte to an adept. But you do not have to have anybody. That's basically setting up a priesthood, which the occult, if you know anything about the occult,
as opposed to something like more like a guru or a Sherpa, like
is a guy.
You figure out your destination, they're getting you there.
Right, exactly.
That's the difference.
So the different, and here they're like, we have a priesthood set up, and no man cometh unto the Father but through me. And I was like, well, right there, this is religion again. This is Christianity. So, right there, when they said you absolutely cannot do this by yourself, and they kept every sentence said that. It was just different ways of saying the same thing. I got through about 30 pages, and I was like, I'm done with this book. I see what they're doing here.
No, the pitch comes at the end in Dianetics. I've heard that.
Yeah, it comes at the very end. 3/4 of the book is a big, beautiful hook. And then the pitch is like the last 25%. But man, do they hit you hard. And this is, I was reading this, I wasn't even deeply into sales at this point. It was just like fundamentally in my being, even back then, is like, oh no, I see exactly what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing. I'm going to let this ride for a little bit. Nope, still see what you're doing. Okay, we're putting the book down. Goodbye. It's just, it goes so against my grain. There is no way you're going to hook me into something like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I understand you. That was like that's a similar sentiment to that time that I went into as Sheets, and I was really pissed because they didn't have large coffee cups. Do you remember this story?
No, I don't.
So I was super angry. I went into a Sheets and I wanted a large coffee. I was working, and I sat there like every fucking slot under the. I'm like, it's all medium cups. Why is it all medium cups? I go to the front counter. I'm like, do you guys have any large cups? Like, what are you out of them? And she's sitting there. She's like, honey, like, we're celebrating like the 300th store opening. Like, the coffee's free. We just only give you a medium. If you want, you can grab 2. And I look up and there's signs everywhere.
Free coffee.
Yes.
Well, in your defense, if you're going there
I
to get
hadn't
a
had my
large
coffee yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to miss shit like that when you haven't had your coffee yet. But yeah, I could see a little similarity there to what you're saying. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's like, oh shit, I am really bad at being advertised at. I catch on to this stuff too quick to the point where I've like completely ignored it.
Well, guys, I think we are about at that time. Harry, anything that you want to jump into before we call this a day?
America, you're not free. Look at your masters. We traded the king and queen for our present so-called constitutional government, and they're doing the same thing to you. And as Harry Johnson says, who gave you the right to tax us? I thought which Constitution gives us right. I want a jury trial.
Yeah,
Get Harry's film, 1981. You learn a lot from it.
Harry's been watching
Harry's War.
snippets
Harry's War.
of the movie Harry's War
Yeah.
on repeat for the
He's
last few
coming
hours.
back.
So,
Yeah,
he's back on his one track.
I just wanted to because he said Harry's film. I wanted to make sure the viewers had it.
Yeah.
Viewers. Harry's War is the name
Harry's
of the
War.
film.
Right.
Why did the government want to ban it after about 2 weeks? They wanted to shut it down. It had 10% of the truth, but it was enough to plant the seed. And that was the beginning of the end of my education.
All right. So
This country's full of shit.
okay.
You can still get a girl pregnant with only 10% of your dick in her.
Well, it only takes one seed to get educated.
Exactly.
So now I'm still around. They ain't got me yet.
They ain't got you yet. Well, I was talking to Harry about potentially setting him up on a. What do you think about this, Talking Head? Before we end this, and we'll see if you have anything else to say. But I did think of this. I wanted to bring this up. We were talking about setting Harry up with a landing page where we have all his educational materials available. And I say, well, you probably shouldn't sell it because you've been free of the IRS.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that whole conversation. I completely agree with you.
But I mean, do you think now? Here's my thinking: if we give it away for free, but we ask
set up a
for
Patreon,
we ask for donations, one-time donation or like a monthly thing, $3 to $5, whatever, and you have full access to all the documents and everything, and we'll make a little podcast he can do once a week or something. I feel like if he's selling something, the IRS would put so much heat on him that he wouldn't be able to take it. But if we don't ask for anything, nobody will pay attention, and then you get bummed out when you do something and nobody's paying attention.
Right, I offer it to people, and they don't want to take what they don't believe what they're hearing.
So I kind of feel like asking for donations will bring just the proper amount of heat from the IRS. Well, Harry will be happy that he's having an effect and pissing people off, but not enough heat that they can actually shut him down. What do you think, Talking Head?
From what I understand, this is... Sorry, go on, Harry.
Well, the thing is, if you're not selling it, you're giving it away free, you're not in business. The reason why the other people that were caught had trouble with the IRS because they were selling their products. And that's the difference.
Right.
So what do I call my church? The Church of Untaxation?
I don't think we're going to be able to make it a church, dude.
Well, whatever it will be. That's why I want you to finish your AI training, and then we're going to pick your brain, and you're going to set it up.
Yeah, I'll set it up. What were you going to say, Talking Head? What's your opinion?
So here's my legal understanding of that situation. So selling it, if it takes off, will definitely bring the IRS down on you. If you require donations to get the material,
same thing.
So here's the weird delineation that you have to do. The Patreon or subscription or whatever has to be related to content that is not that. And then the people who subscribe as a bonus get access to that content. But what you're selling on the Patreon through donations has to be not that.
Well, what if we just had just that information, but made the subscription and everything completely voluntary? That's what I was planning on doing.
Well, but here's my thing. So, like, if you want to make the information available for free, you can definitely do that, because who cares?
And then just have donations or subscriptions be 100% voluntary. People would definitely donate.
So, yeah, no, and I hear you. What I'm saying is the way, if you're trying to, like, make people feel more compelled to donate or join Patreon, what you want to do is have the thing that they're joining Patreon for be your podcast XYZ, something that is not that documentation, and then have that documentation be bonus material. Okay. So they have to subscribe to get it, but technically what they're subscribing to is the podcast.
I gotcha.
That would be, as far as I understand, like the best way legally to do that.
I guess I'll have to look.
Can't kill an idea, you may kill the body.
Yes, Batman.
And Mother Nature's doing that to me right now.
That's true, Batman.
So, whatever. Let the party begin.
You know, he had his first blood panel done in, I think, his life. And guess
never had blood drawn.
I don't think so, no. And guess what they found in his blood work?
Jew?
Jew. No. Fucking 78 eats marshmallow peeps like they're potato chips, and his blood work's pretty much perfect.
Nah, sounds about right.
God damn it. I know, right? It's like, I don't know why I'm so surprised. Seriously. Yeah, they said his hemoglobin 1 or something is slightly elevated, but he's not even pre-diabetic.
Yeah, so he's just got slightly elevated blood sugar. It's not even on the AC shit of, like, the AC is the worst thing. Like, if you get up to, like, AC 7 or 9, like our fucking Ann is.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically got perfect blood work. Never goes to the doctor.
He's got perfect blood. Just drink it, man. Come on, you know you want to.
He's got perfect blood like the... I didn't know he had perfect blood.
Oh my God, I didn't realize I had this banquet at my fingertips. Dude, have you ever had Chipotle?
I'm living with an infinite food source.
Maybe we'll make you 25 again.
Oh my God. I feel like you and Harry need to redo the movie 18 again with him in the George Burns role and you as the young guy.
I think that if we did that, he would wake up and go, "Oh, I'm the Hatman. Why do I still feel like shit?"
Oh God, my body feels worse. What the fuck is going on?
And I'd wake up in his body and go, the fucking government. Like, that would be like the only change.
Hey, we switched bodies.
He'd go, why do I feel like shit? And God damn it, I need a drink. And I would just be like, I'm not paying fucking taxes.
You'd be like, I'm going to wear shirts to disguise myself in the woods, even when indoors.
Oh, well.
All right, so we got our soapbox from Harry. The government's full of shit. I think we all knew that. Talking Head, anything you want to leave on before we cut this down?
Shit. I had a last thought. Give me half a second here. Oh, it was, I would like to just, hold on, let me look up this quote on my phone. A very famous American poet.
This better not be a long walk for a short drink. It better be good.
Wrote these words. Don't worry, I won't go deep into it.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, no. Here we go. So, I feel like this says it all. It's freedom isn't free. It costs folks like you and me. And if we don't chip in, we'll never pay that bill. Freedom isn't free. No, it's a hefty fucking fee. And if you don't chip in, you're $1.05. Who will? Freedom costs $1.05.
Yes, that was obviously a great American poet who wrote that.
Oh, you don't like Trey Parker and Matt Stone?
They're some of my favorite people. So happy they're out in the world. All right, I think that is it for us today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, once again for watching the New World Order broadcast. And just remember, we're watching you too.
So